Hello, dear prisoners. If you're wondering why there's a glaring light up there, which is aesthetically problematic by many standards of filmmaking, is because this is where I felt like sitting. So I make the rules and you will enjoy it. So today's word of the day, I really don't want to get this definition wrong, so I'm going to refer to it. Skullduggery, which means underhanded or unscrupulous behavior, trickery. So basically, the next time you're at the grocery store, if you don't like the price of toilet paper and you suspect foul play, just shake your fist, look at it, and say, "Skullduggery!" I promise you will feel better, and you might even make some friends. So use this word. I'm sure you'll impress people, and it will generally get it back into circulation because I think it's rather underrated and underused, and apparently underhanded. Our scripture today also relates to grocery stores, food shortage, and comfort binging, which I'm not doing, but I'm sure other people are. Proverbs 25, verse 16. If you find honey, eat just enough. Too much of it, and you will vomit. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Always glad that I have the Bible in such times. I like honey in my tea, but in terms of things I would shovel into my mouth excessively, it's probably not that. But I will take it to heart because you never know when a scripture is speaking right to you. I wanted to give you a special gift. So I received this regarding the food drop-off service where they give you recipes and you prepare the meal. I don't see why this is a service worth paying for. If I still have to chop the vegetables, I believe that I am suffering, so I don't want to pay to suffer. But I know that many people out there really love those fresh, preppy, whatever services. So if you are interested in trying good food, you can use the coupon that I totally will not use. Something about Hudson 5. It's Hudson Bay related. Think of all the historical damage done by the Hudson's Bay Company and be grateful that they are trying to remedy that by giving people free food. So, yay, feel free to use this. I'm not saying I really care about video likes, but this gift alone might be worth clicking the like button. Never mind, I didn't ask you that. That's so beneath me. And now it's time for the charming segment, who I'm isolating with today. My isolation buddy today is ibuprofen because I was scrubbing something out in the bathtub. How many bathtub-related stories do I need to share on this show? I don't know. I don't know how this happens. Anyway, I was scrubbing out the bathtub. Suddenly I sprained my back. That's just what happened. I can barely walk. For those who think it's ridiculous that a young woman, thank you, that a young woman would sprain her back while doing scrubbing and cleaning tasks, I also ruptured a tendon while folding laundry. I just have a gift for turning household tasks into extreme sports. So among my moments of character building, I did have to wear a splint for 2 months and explain to people that I ruptured a tendon while folding laundry. So these things happen, very normal. Do you know the acronym behind shelter in place? SIP. So I'm isolating with gin and tonic as well. As you wish, Dr. Henry. So now I'm sure you're wondering, what is the acronym behind stay home, stay put? Shh. If you are feeling right now that life has no meaning and that if this is what the world is going to be like, you don't want to live in it, you are not alone. I have had those thoughts too. I thought I would give you a little bit of meaning today in tonight's edition of Quarantine Culture. So to feel cultured while you are at home and generally not doing exciting things, let's be honest, I am going to share with you from a garden of Latin verse. Latin verse can make anyone feel cultured. It's just a thing worth looking up. So these lines from Horace, I will not read the Latin. Actually, that would be really funny to read the Latin. Anyway, I shan't. And I will read John Dryden's translation. The poem is called Happy the Man, and just to kick patriarchy in the face, I will eliminate the lines that say Happy the Man and read one little segment to you, which is my gift for this evening. Tomorrow do thy worst, for I have lived today. Be fair or foul, or rain or shine. The joys I have possessed, in spite of fate, are mine. Not heaven itself upon the past has power, but what has been, and I have had my hour. In other words, it's okay that I am dead bored and feel that my life is meaningless, because I have had good things in the past. Although, this is nice that the poem says, for I have lived today, because in reality, we have lived today, and we shouldn't be complaining. Or maybe we should be complaining. I don't know. Whatever's therapeutic for you. And then the part that says, be fair or foul or rain or shine to the future. Oh my gosh, how wonderful is it that we have so much sun in Vancouver? It's a wonderful place to have a pandemic ruining everything, because we still get to look outside and see brightness, or go outside carefully and not too often. In one of my favorite segments, Quarantine Culture, I will share with you tonight how you can spice up your participation in the 7 o'clock pot banging and applause for healthcare workers. All you need to do is play an ocarina. Let me demonstrate. You can do this instead of cheering, and you'll be so cultured and everyone will be super impressed. Be that neighbor. You want to be the neighbor with the ocarina. This has been Quarantine Culture. So you know what I'm eating directly out of the casserole dish? Kangaroo. Don't ask me why. Okay, I'll tell you why. It was an option. It was cheaper than ground beef, and I'm like, I should try something new during this time. So I made a shepherd's pie with kangaroo. Come back to your British parents, you Australians. Your meat shall be put in a delicacy of old England. I shall now present to you the Ballad of the Isolated Extrovert, about my own life, although that hardly bears explaining, a labor of love for you, all my friends who voted, written in a classic ballad style on my baritone ukulele, which I hardly ever play, but I will not apologize for my musical attempts anymore. She used to be a joyful sprite who'd light up any room, till her own rooms and walls began resembling a tomb. This hunkering and waiting drain your lifeblood, she reflects. The only thing less fun is isolating with your ex. Days of the same, then memos came from leaders in Vancouver. If she dared stray to some café, the mayor would reprove her. A verbal processor, dear sir, cannot abide the quiet. But Kennedy, he brooked no plea, enforced the social diet. Soon all the cafés closed their doors, removing all temptations, and ergo left all souls bereft and doomed to their staycations. The isolated extrovert is trapped and asking why. With or without the virus, she is certain she will die. Hey diddle duddle, my words are a muddle of suffocated strife. Hey nonny nona, that villain corona has killed my social life. There's no one there to see and share her laughter or her tears. To see more faces next to her, she hangs up extra mirrors. The isolated extrovert shall nobly bear her pain. But hark, unless you stay in too, she languishes in vain. Hey diddle duddle, my words are a muddle of suffocated strife. Hey nonny nona, that villain corona has killed my social life, has killed my social life. And so I shall bid you farewell, dear prisoners. Isolate enjoyably and quarantine memorably, and if you're sick, cough somewhere else, and I believe you'll get through it. Good night!